Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, Universal Holy Alliance of Liberation Earth. The star knowledge is returning to our good people of the New Earth to prepare our rainbow tribe for the grand reunions with our star nations and family of light. The quarantine is lifting with the veils of separation as all Starseed Earth angelics step into their divine roles as Wayshowers of the new Jerusalem on Earth. The gnosis of our galactic history is also returning to free humanity from the construct of the false matrix and awaken from the dream of suffering into the pure land of the golden age of enlightenment. To synchronize with this event, we had a pulse of white light appearing on the Schumann charts at an amplitude of 37 Hz. This is encoded with our Heaven on Earth code of the 37 into the 73. We are being elevated through the Ascension portal into our new home of 5D and beyond. The eagle flies with the Condor as Shakti dances with Shiva to clear the sacred lands for our redemption in the light of infinite Source Creator. In the compassion of Buddha mind, we practice forgiveness and humility as we take our rightful place in the kingdom of God on earth. As spiritual warriors of the new Eden, we walk our path with heart, being connected to all things in all realms, dimensions, and timelines, to consciously create the true paradise Gaia has always evolved to be. Keep shining your light bright and hold your visions of our new earth in your sacred heart centers. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end where we release a very powerful divine invocation to reunite with your higher consciousness. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with great beings of the world. Today is Buddha's descending day, Labab Doi Chen. Today, 4/11/23, one of the auspiciousness days, on the 22nd day of the 9th month of the lunar calendar, Lord Buddha returns back to earth from heaven. 7 days after Lord Buddha was born, his mother passed away, and after his enlightenment at the age of 35, he realized that his mother was born in Tushita, heaven, the realm of the Devas, which is still part of samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. He went there to teach his mother when he was 41 years old, so she could break free from samsara, because he wanted to repay her kindness towards him. Today is the day when he came back to earth from visiting his mother. On this day, all effects of our actions, positive and negative, are multiplied millions and millions of times. Please do virtuous things and be kind to each other. Tayeta Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shacha Muni Yeshava Ha. May all of us repay the kindness of our mother. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Valerie A. Elster. Feeling the next wave of solar Rishi Dragon activations, reconnection to the monad soul groups, rebirth. The frequency decides what reality you are presented with. The destiny timelines are here. Ground, integrate, emerald order. From ValerieElster.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Celia Fenn. The rising of the cosmic water bird, the phoenix. As we move towards the 11/11 portal next week, we are being asked to reconnect with the powerful energies of water and the creative energy of the water bird or phoenix. The water phoenix is the second phase of the phoenix energy. After the fiery self-combustion phase, the water phase is where the creative energy arises and the new cycle of creation is enabled. This is where we are now. It is time to rise out of the fire and destruction and begin the water phase of creation in the new earth. I'm feeling this powerfully as new ideas come in and present ideas are given a new life as we enter into a time of intense creation, both on the personal and planetary level. It is a time when simple joy arises as we connect with nature in new and powerful ways, and as we are guided by our higher aspects to live in love and compassion on the higher frequencies that are now available. Have a beautiful weekend, everyone, from CeliaFen.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light Shay, from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 11/4/23. Keeping in mind that new you is still very new and that old you is still connected to you through the past. Your right action today is to focus on the person you feel yourself to be right now. It's not about how you identify, although that's a valid thing. It's about how much you really know about yourself. You are not the person who entered 2023, and you will not want to disregard the growth that's been so hard-earned. Today wants you to see what you will bring to the table in the future, and so you will be tested to discover if new you is in charge or if old you automatically takes the wheel. Regardless, you have a choice now, and that's a position of power. And today from Divine Butler of the Light, Michael Love, Super Halo CME inbound, brace for light, Earth Alliance Space Weather Intel. Great one. Energies are blasting tonight as a massive plasma debris cloud exploded off the sun, heading in all directions, including straight for Earth. The primary impact from this explosion will hit Earth Sunday evening. On top of this super CME blast, we have intense 5D cosmic ray activity coming into Earth's atmosphere. These high vibrational light rays are pegging the 40 Hz level on the Schumann resonance graph as we speak. The KP index peaked at level 6 earlier and is currently showing a KP4. Moderate geomagnetic solar storm alert. The starseeds of Earth are super sensitive to this powerful cosmic light, and many noticed that something big was coming in today. Ascension symptom reports are elevated this evening as Earth's starseeds prepare to integrate this high vibrational light into their cells. As you may know, the impact of these fast-moving light particles on the auric field can significantly jolt your layered body system to alleviate the effects. Remember to eat only light natural energy foods and drink lots of pure water. It is essential to slow down and take it easy when these powerful light influxes occur. Spend time in nature to ground yourself, meditate for an hour, and keep crystals nearby to channel the energy through your body and into the earth. Light is blasting the planet, and it is transforming everything in this realm into a higher and better version of reality. Stand by and brace for impact as we move further into this super galactic weekend. Let us know what ascension symptoms you may be experiencing at this time. Godspeed, Michael and the Pleiadians, from 5DEarthProject.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light Aura 444, the light is only getting stronger, charging your atoms to oscillate at a faster pace, charging the ley lines, the grid of consciousness, which is giving to earthquakes now. Clearing density from the body and grid are important aspects of light. The absence of light is darkness, a 26,566-year cycle that is ending now. The length of transition is indicative of the collective energy. We magnetize the light and timelines. As your body integrates to its angelic and galactic DNA strands, it's important to be in the now, nature, the sun, and with gratitude. If your weather doesn't allow, connect to the sun through your consciousness. Breathe in the blue ray now to assist your transformation. Stay hydrated and balanced between rest and activity. Much ease, ascension symptoms are coming in now. Victory of the light. And from Divine Butler of the Light, Holger Kirchhoff, you are Source. You are the divine frequency of truth, highly celebrated and blessed Master Soul. You are here to lift up the cosmic whole. Happy uniqueness and simplicity are key to create a new cosmic symphony. Celebrate each other, beloved sistar, beloved bro-star, to radiate purity and divinity in this golden now for all to see. The great change for the all-lighter is here. Be you an amazing cosmic majesty. Your divine frequency will project your truth to see and feel. You are heaven and earth for real. We are here for all of creation to be pure and free, for cosmic newness to see. For all is divine love, we are all but one. As majestic love-light dove, with united fun it will be done. In eternal pure love, honor, and gratitude for Divine Mother and you, all I am is yours. Adonai Esaya, Amenti. From Divine Sister, the Light Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. The golden spiral of life, the spindle of necessity. Message, everything comes in a spiral. All of your aspects come in a spiral. The three fates were goddesses, daughters of necessity. They are the ones who have been arranging and reassuring the fates of the incarnated souls. The three fates, morai, degrees, represent the 3 degrees of time, past, present, future, and the space cycle of 360. The space of the journey that the soul chose to take, this is the necessity cycle. The 3 fates help to teach the souls how to eventually remove away from necessity. The initiate, the living child when ready, by bringing all of the fates together, past, present, future, can pass to the eternal present. This is the portal of the 0 point, the singularity point, which we have been preparing for. The eternal present brings a different space. The space cycle is both a closed cycle and a part of the system of the spheres on the spindle, the spiral, that necessity holds, the spiral of ascension. Moving up and down the spiral, the soul can move in different realities and realms. The myth of is a legend that concludes Platon's Republic. The story includes an account of the cosmos and the afterlife that greatly influenced religious, philosophical, and scientific thought for many centuries. The story begins as a man named son of Arminios of Pamphylia, dies in battle. When the bodies of those who died in the battle are collected, 10 days after his death, remains undecomposed. 2 days later he revives on his funeral pyre and tells others of his journey in the afterlife, including an account of reincarnation and the celestial spheres of the astral. The tale includes the idea that moral people are rewarded and immoral people punished after death. Although called the myth of the word myth here means word, speech, account, rather than the modern meaning. The word is used at the end when Socrates explains that because did not drink the waters of Lethe, oblivion, the account, mythos in Greek, was preserved for us. With many other souls as his companions, had come across an awe-inspiring place with 4 openings, 2 into and out of the sky, and 2 into and out of the ground. Judges sat between these openings and ordered the souls which path to follow. The good were guided into the path into the sky, the immoral were directed below. But when approaches the judges, he was told to remain, listening and observing, in order to report his experience to humankind. Meanwhile, from the other opening in the sky, clean souls floated down, recounting beautiful sights and wondrous feelings. Those returning from underground appeared dirty, haggard, and tired, crying in despair when recounting their awful experiences, as each was required to pay a 10-fold penalty for all the wicked deeds committed when alive. There were some, however, who could not be released from underground. Murderers, tyrants, and other non-political criminals were doomed to remain by the exit of the underground, unable to escape. After 7 days in the meadow, the souls in were required to travel farther. After 4 days they reached a place where they could see a shaft of rainbow light brighter than any they had seen before. After another day's travel they reached it. This was the spindle of necessity. The whole universe sat on necessity's knee. The myth mentions the spindle of necessity. It is that the cosmos is represented by the spindle, attended by sirens and the three daughters of the goddess Necessity, known collectively as the Fates, whose duty is to keep the rims of the spindle revolving. The Fates, sirens, and spindle are used in the Republic, partly to help explain how known celestial bodies revolve around the Earth according to the cosmology in the Republic. The spindle of necessity, according to Platon, is shaped like the ones we know. The standard Greek spindle consisted of a hook, shaft, and whorl. The hook was fixed near the top of the shaft on its long side. On the other end resides the whorl. The hook was used to spin the shaft, which in turn spins the whorl on the other end. Placed on the whorl of the celestial spindle was one big and hollow flywheel, Uranian sphere on a right rotation right, which included 8 more smaller ones, planetary spheres, on a left rotation, orbit, where each created a perfect circle. Each sphere was of a different color. In the center of all was a vertical column, spine of light connecting all of them. The 3 Fates were sitting in thrones all around the spheres. Clotho was spinning the Uranian sphere in the right rotation with her right hand. Atropos was spinning the planetary spheres with her left hand and left rotation, and Lachesis was using sometimes the left hand and sometimes the right hand to assist with both rotations. The sirens were each sitting in each of the planetary spheres, singing a certain sound in a specific tone that never changed. All the siren sounds together were creating the harmony of the spheres. The souls were organized into rows and were each given a lottery token according to past deeds by the fate Lachesis. Then, in the order in which their lottery tokens were chosen, each soul was required to come forward to choose his or her next life. The plan was taken to the second fate, Clotho, who was validating in it, and after the validation was passed to the third fate, Atropos, whose job was to make the plan irrevocable. Atropos was also the one who would cut the thread of life for each soul when the time of death would come. Many souls preferred a life different from their previous experience. Animals chose human lives, while humans often chose the apparently easier lives of animals. After this, each soul was assigned a guardian spirit, demon, to help him or her through their life. They passed under the throne of Lady Necessity, then traveled to the hot plain of Oblivion, where the river of Amalitas flowed. It was said that the waters of this river no vessel could hold. Each soul was required to drink some of the water of Oblivion in order to get thirsty. Waters equal emotions, but some souls that were not sane enough would drink a lot of this water and forget everything again. Only watched. The qualities and abilities of each soul are already shown from the beginning of each incarnation. As they lay down at night to sleep, each soul was lifted up into the night in various directions for rebirth, completing their journey. The souls entered their incarnation as stars, which would suddenly explode and fall onto the earth's plane. Remembered nothing of the journey back to his body. He opened his eyes to find himself lying on the funeral pyre early in the morning, able to recall his journey through the afterlife. Great changes are here. May we all have the best November ever. Eri ni, El Moriana, Huna Ma Anata Kumara, Yellow Galactic Warrior. And today from Divine Brother of the Light Pars Kute, there is a miracle coming our way, receive it now. Vast forces of pure rare light consciousness continued. Our beloved galactic family of light, the Pleiadians, are going to be providing a series of words to speak at this point to align into another level of the pure rare light consciousness that is going to be just bursting out onto our planet in those last 20 minutes of the sunset. And these words will provide us an entry point into that opening, into this reestablishment of ourselves at that time to enter the new year. Because the new year held in a tremendous shift on the planet, a tremendous destined change as we move into the next phase of the new dawning. So we would be consciously working with these pure, rare light consciousness up until that time before that sunset. Dear ones, an increase in the light on Earth is going to bring up more of the density of the intensity that has been hidden for lifetimes on the planet, and it is creating an evolution like a birthing of the density so it can leave the planet. This pure, rare light consciousness is going to basically explode here and come into a whole new space of consciousness, of its presence, and it holds our presence for us to evolve into this self-resurrection. When it comes an acceleration of the drama on the Earth plane, a lot of strong weather systems, a lot of upheaval, and it is to be expected because the increase in the light. The pure, rare light consciousness will offset that energy, and it will be so important for all of us to be working consciously through this light consciousness, through our hearts, to hold an energetic framework for humanity and for the planet. And there is this collective energy that we are being asked to hold. This pure, rare light consciousness which came onto the planet May 5th of this year, it is going to continue to be with us, then with us ongoing into the new year with that explosion. It is not leaving us. It is becoming a permanent fixture that is linking in and working through all the sacred sites throughout the Earth plane. It is creating a new network of alliance through the sacred sites, and the sacred sites are resurrecting their pristine frequency and readiness for this happening at New Year. It is part of the divine God source consciousness, pure light frequency, and we will resurrect with this light consciousness if we choose to allow that to take place. This is part of entering the window that is going to open at the time of the sunset on the last day of the year. We choose to move through that window and reconnect to that sacred union, that holy union. And from that time on, our relationship with this pure light consciousness will evolve and accelerate, and we will go into a very accelerated reawakening. Within divine love and light of one, Pars Kute. From divine Sister of the Light, Asara Adams. Message from the Pleiadian Syrian Arcturian Council of Light. We are here now. We love you. We are you from your future to assist you on your path. Beloved one, your experience of your world is directly responding to the way you feel about your world and what you anticipate and expect from your world. It is a direct mirror of your inner world. The same way you can't change your image in the mirror by trying to change what's in the mirror. The same way your experience of the world won't change from the outside in. Your world changes from the inside out. In other words, do not wait for your outside world to make you feel good. Feel good first and then watch your outside experience change for the better. For example, if you want to experience love, you need to feel loving and loved first. How do you do that? At the core of your being is the essence of God, Source. Source is love, and therefore you are loved always, and you can feel love for others just for the sake of feeling love. This requires to take the attention off the outside experience of others first, and to turn inward to connect with Source. In stillness, as you turn inward, you will be able to truly feel the love of Source within you. As you repeat this process on a consistent basis, your ability to love yourself and others will increase. Then you are able to forgive others when they are temporarily not connected to love and act unloving. It is simply an experience of the illusion of the ego mind trying to separate you from others and from Source. As you continue this process, your love will become like the love of Source, unconditional. Love no matter the condition or behavior. You can apply this principle to all areas of your life. We are holding the vision of the divine new earth with you, and from our vantage point it is glorious. We are with you every step of the way. You are loved beyond measure. We are with you always. We love you. We are you. Namaste. Thank you, Pleiadian Syrian Arcturian Council of Light. From teloschannel.com. 222 flowing in. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, Twilight Years, we bring through this light message to highlight the light trajectory of now, the great unfolding of your planetary awakening, positioned and occurring in your human light format years. For this is simply a chapter in foreseen reality in your world, now imprinting in your physical reality. For the ancient way of light, the ancient awakening of you is inviting you to morph and play in light. The future dreaming of your world is simply within the beholder of light. We ask you to hold this light and visualize this future. Know we are beside you as we see the past, present, and future all in one moment of infinite light. The ancient story of your world, now occurring in human years, the twilight years have begun. We send infinite light awareness to the Wayshowers, for side by side we align with the ancient mission of light, sending waves of cosmic love, New Earth Alliance, the Arcturians and Karen, from KarenLithica.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light Ra James. Today Saturn shifts direct. This is good news. When in backspin, Saturn takes us into the past to clear and heal more of our old karmic baggage. There is much that still would need to be processed. Expect things to get a lot lighter as Saturn has shifted direct. There is a karmic nature to many of our relationships. Many people are drawn together to work through things that need healed and to resolve some type of karmic debt together. For many, the karmic connections must come to an end, and you may be guided to let go of some connections right now if they are not serving you. You are being guided to continually purge out, clear and cleanse your energy and your life. Major karmic clearings of energies throughout the weekend. Expect positive shifts in your energy and your mood. We are in 2 back-to-back Pleiadian meteor showers. We are in the peak of the southern Taurid meteor shower now, making Sunday and Monday a great day to look for shooting stars and fireballs from the Pleiades. On the 9th, our moon merges with Venus. This is bringing a lot of beautiful energies for your love life. We are exactly a week away from the 11/11 portal. Make a wish. 11/11 is one of the luckiest days of the year. It's the most magical. The 11/11 portal carries special codes you need for your awakening. The energies of the 11/11 portal are powerful for Ascension and any twin flame connections. If you are a twin flame, you have no average destiny. The 13th is our Scorpio new moon. This one comes with its own light show, as it's also the peak of the northern Taurids meteor shower. During November, the Pleiades are rising, showing us that winter is on the way. We have a powerful Pleiadian alignment during November 17th through the 19th. During this time, the Sun and the Earth aligns with the Pleiades. This opens a Pleiadian portal. Tons of high-frequency energies will be streaming into the planet. During the November alignment, the Pleiades is opposite or farthest away from the Sun. From SparksOfDivineLightHealing.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Gabrielle Colby. 11/4/2023, I mark this date as being huge for alignments and inner understanding. Almost a perfect hexahedron forming here, the most rare grand alignment of all. We have Mercury, the Moon, Neptune, and a water trine, bringing us the clarity we have been yearning for in regards to our bigger life goals. The big picture behind the meaning of life and the ability to see into our emotional health with clear eyes. Then we get hit with the Pluto, Uranus, Venus, bringing us all those earth energies that are demanding profound physical changes, way more self-love, and an internal karmic revolution by shifting our deeply ingrained worldviews and lifelong negative habits. Now it is time where we can get extremely clear about what direction we want to head in life, and with absolute vision, align our souls to the timeline that serves us exactly that. Consider this as a very real portal, and if you are able to tap into it tonight, do so. Let yourself fully embrace the version of you that needs to be freed from the confines of a weary heart and brought into the light of your outward expression and actions. Now is the time to change it all. You got this, guys. L. From IntoLightL.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Debbie Edwards. Okay, ready for some great news? Saturn, which has been retrograde in the sign of Pisces since late June, has now stationed direct today. We finally get some forward momentum in all of our endeavors that pertain to time, wisdom, education, discipline, structure, order, authority, and karma, among other attributes. Still in the sign of Pisces, Saturn will help us reach for even higher goals and purposeful pursuits with the aid of our intuitive compass. Pisces, a water sign, is one of our most psychically gifted signs of the zodiac. Pay attention to your dreams and all that your guides and spirits are trying to deliver to you. Wisdom is being shared with you through your higher consciousness. For those who have been working to advance their spiritual attributes and capabilities, now is the time to push forward to make those happen. This will feel so much smoother than it has in the past many months, and that is because we are no longer moving against an energy of resistance. Like a ship on a stormy sea, which is battle-weary, we can delight in the smoother sailing of calmer waters, knowing that the storm is now behind us. There is something to be said about gaining wisdom through adversity. Push onward, says the warrior. We are close to victory, but we cannot attain it unless we are willing to head into the unknown and be brave. Saturn has been in Pisces since March of this year and will remain so until May 2025. Expect to grow by leaps and bounds with your psychic and spiritual insights. This also brings us swift momentum in our shadow work, helping us dive deep into the recesses of our vulnerabilities so we can strengthen the parts of ourselves that have been wounded. Here we get to understand the deeper reason we are on this 3D planet and why our purpose of helping to elevate the collective into a state of balance has been important. Our incarnate purpose is highlighted. Do we have what it takes to keep going? Look to see where your Saturn is positioned in your natal chart and see in which house it resides. This is where you are going to be getting an upgrade in matters of spiritual direction and how it will shape your life going forward. Keep the flame lit, fellow warriors. You're getting the hang of this. From metavisionaries.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Saturday, November 4th at 3:03 a.m. Eastern Time, Saturn, teacher of karmic lessons, turns back to direct motion at 0 degrees Pisces. We have felt him slowing down in his retrograde motion for a few days now. Feeling more physically tired or fatigued, having trouble sleeping or wanting to sleep more, purging and healing dreams, a slowdown or stagnation in events unfolding in our lives, feelings of frustration, depression, and hopelessness. Saturn is about testing, restructuring, and mastery. He is trying to teach us about responsibility, inner strength, and patience. In Pisces, he is more introspective, malleable, and spiritual. As he stations to turn back to direct motion, ask yourself where you can have better balance between the physical and spiritual aspects of your life, where you can create better boundaries or loosen the boundaries that are too rigid, where you can have more patience and trust in divine timing and in the divine plan without having to have all the answers. Mercury, ruler of the ego mind and perceptive Scorpio, is opposing Uranus, ruler of the higher mind, in focused Taurus. Our thinking is deeper now and yet more original and innovative. Our nighttime dreams are more restless and chaotic. Our daytime thoughts and insights are more creative and intuitive. We are inspired from an energy greater than ourselves. Downloads of higher wisdom and knowledge are possible. Breakthroughs can happen which liberate us from old concepts and belief systems. We can connect with both the depths of our subconscious and the otherworldly realms of the superconscious. Pay attention to new information and unexpected messages that come to you or stream into your consciousness. Blessings of love and light to all from sacredsoulempowerment.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Saturn stations direct in Pisces. Mercury conjunct Ceres in Scorpio and opposite Uranus retrograde in Taurus. The tide slows, stops, turns. Finally, we are ready to set sail. There's a long, hard journey to come, but Saturn says, this is your moment. Launch the boat. Now that we've confronted the inner saboteur, put to rest the inner victim's whine and reframe the dream, It's time to begin the real work of manifesting. For some, this may be a reality check, the moment we realize that the ideal no longer stands up to scrutiny, but that's okay. Grandfather Saturn would like to ensure that time isn't wasted on fantasy projects that will never see the light of day. Formalize spiritual practice, discipline the imagination, anchor yourself in what you find meaningful and soulful. This is the foundation of miracles. But while Saturn advocates ground and center, the monkey mind leaps and jumps. It's a string of questions, fishing for answers. What if, what if, what if? There's a rebellious edge too, a strong don't tell me what to do vibe, which could get in the way of genius solutions or enlightening conversations. Feed your mind with new information to chase away anxiety. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 15, Blue Lunar Eagle. The second day of a wave spell is called lunar, and its keywords are polarize, challenge, and stabilize. Lunar days can be testing, but that's not always a bad thing. When you are feeling strong, problems are easy to solve. When you are feeling overwhelmed, even the simple tasks can seem daunting. Lunar days are good practice for problem solving, but don't focus on the issue itself. Focus on your ability to deal with problems generally. Luckily, this number comes round every 13 days. Yes, I did say luckily, because when we get into a healthy routine, when we practice solving problems, we get much better at it naturally. That's why I often call the Tzolk'in yoga for time. Don't despair even though it's challenging, rather get yourself some attitude. Today is Blue Eagle and the keywords associated with it are creativity, mind, and vision. It's very handy that every 20 days we have an Eagle Day. Seeing everything from the high perspective and flying with our minds always brings solutions to problems we have been stuck on. Today, enjoy having a vision, and may this lead you to creative solutions to dealing with this number 2 energy. The best way to remove obstacles in your life is to first of all see them for what they are, and sometimes that can only be done by stepping back, way back, so you can truly see the bigger picture. It is not an easy day, but you can make serious progress in your life. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Blue Lunar Eagle, 2 Maine, Keen 15, 4th of November 2023, Accomplishing Future Vision, 4/11/2023 equal 427 equal 49 equal 13 equal 4. Day codes 4 Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth Angelic, 13 Goddess, Cosmic Consciousness, Natural Lore, Synchronic Time, Month Year Codes, 11 Gate, Polarity, Illumination, Portal, 2 Twins, Partners, Alliances, Cooperation, Duality, 7 Spiritual Test, Initiation, Solitude, Magic, Mystic, Magician, 9 Completion, Endings, Mission, Destiny, Service, Humanitarian, Grace, 20 The Awakening, Clear Vision, 23 Royal Star of the Lion, Strength, Protection, Support, Keen 15 equals 6 Heaven, Christ, Harmony, Family. Another very powerful, divinely magical day of destiny focused on constructing the big picture for our planet through our unified collective utopian vision. Day 2 of the White Wizard Wave Spell, where we are focusing on manifesting magical miracles through the power of our pure hearts. We are utilizing the power of spell casting through enchantment, endlessness, authenticity, integrity, and truth, connecting to our divinity. Today we are being challenged to focus on the big picture, holding the true vision of what we desire to create despite the apparent obstacles. The shamanic wizard and the prophetic seer, the Blue Eagle, are a formidable duo. Blue Eagle represents the planetary mind, and the wizard can enable our collective mind to shift today. We can see into other realms, obtaining the clarity and perspective that we have been unpacking during the past few years. A very powerful code for awakening humanity to the bigger utopian vision for our planet. Tone of creation, lunar tone 2, operates in the physical realm. The lunar tone represents the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. Its action polarizes, power challenges, essence stabilizing. A day filled with questioning how you can transcend duality, using your inner magician through your power of expansive vision. It is time to step out of the duality game and all its possible challenges in order to resolve fears, leading you back to wholeness. Polarity reveals your conflicts, struggles, and the apparent separation created by your beliefs in duality. Polarized positions actually work in cooperative alliance. In cooperation, all polarities serve as backgrounds for full appreciation of one another and the whole. Examine the opposites and polarity within yourself. Explore your divine feminine and masculine aspects. Has your feminine aspect been repressed from being receptive to the magic that surrounds you and enchanting others by your true beauty and raw vulnerability? It is real to express your true inner being and allow more receptivity to flow into your life. Do not hide parts of yourself, compartmentalizing fragments of your soul. No longer can we wear the masks of duality. It is time to take off all your masks that you have been hiding behind and be whole again. The authentic you is beautiful and radiant in your raw essence. A spark of the divine. Step out and shine. Today's question is, how can I see past the polarity and challenges that have limited my imagination and creativity? Use your magical powers to see and accomplish the brilliant solutions and experience endless miracles, manifesting your highest potential. Divine blessings for your magical journey in mastering duality challenges and creating a better, brighter future. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 15. Blue Lunar Eagle. The mantra, the code for today is, I polarize in order to create. Stabilizing mind. I seal the output of vision. With the lunar tone of challenge, I am guided by the power of accomplishment. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to help support our work, our mission, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Inesa N, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your support. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Sally Benson, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so we're very grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Mary, for your super thanks donation on YouTube today. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your support. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com, and she has a 20% off sale all of her original artwork until the 11/11 portal, so be sure to take advantage of that. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a powerful divine invocation from Divine Sister of the Light, Maureen Moss. Divine invocation to reunite with your higher consciousness. I came upon this simple invocation I wrote for myself during a particularly chaotic situation a couple of years ago. Often when there is chaos in or around us, we lose our center and often lose our unity with our higher consciousness. Higher consciousness is our center, be it in our heart or solar plexus. In our sustaining a completely new way of living, the breath, prayer, staying in our center and keeping our frequency raised is crucial. Thus I share. From the light of God that I am, from the power of God that I am, from the love of God that I am, in this moment and with intention I take a breath and connect with the center of my being. I acknowledge that my higher self, my true self, lives out from its center, rather than out from the human mind. In my center is truth. In my center I am at peace. In my center I know stillness. In my center I am capable of vibrating love and happiness. In my center there are no complexities, no chaos, no dramas, no stories, and I accept this by my actions as my new reality now. In my center I am always able to connect with the energetic center of higher dimensions. In my center I am always able to connect with the heart and mind of God and the angelic and archangelic realms. In my center I am always able to connect with my highest self. It is from this place that the small I that I have identified with previously melts down and my illumined self, worthy of being ushered into the new world, emerges. In my center I know peace. I know stillness and I know my connection to all. In my center I find the pearls of my existence. In my center there is always the activity of truth. I open to receive all truth in this new way now, and so it is. Please close your eyes and take a breath of love into the center of your being. Hold it and breathe it out from your center in a circle of love around you. With love and peace to all, from MaureenMoss.com. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, sacred, and restful Sunday tomorrow as we continue our journey through the Ascension portal and into the new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step. And keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.